The tale begins in the late 1990s. Dana White, once a boxing manager hiding out from old debts, stumbled upon a sport that the world called human cockfighting. The UFC was dying, banned in most states, blacklisted on pay-per-view, and left for dead. But in the shadows of Las Vegas, White saw not ruin, but a monster waiting to be awakened. He convinced casino heirs Lorenzo and Frank Fertitta to buy the UFC for a mere $2 million. The ink had barely dried when the blood began to flow. White became the mouthpiece, the mastermind, the keeper of the cage. Under his reign, the UFC rose from obscurity, transforming into a billion-dollar empire. Fighters who once fought in near-empty arenas were now trapped in a global spectacle, their bodies broken for fortune and glory. But with success came whispers, stories of cursed contracts, fighters discarded like victims in a slasher film, promises made and shattered under the flicker of Vegas lights. Dana's booming voice echoed like a horror narrator. This is the fight business. If you don't like it, there's the door. The years rolled on. Blood covered the Octagon, legends were built and destroyed, and White stood at the center, smiling. Like a horror movie villain, he could not be killed. Boxing tycoons, regulators, and rival promotions tried to bury him, but each time he rose again, stronger, louder, untouchable. Even today, his story feels less like a business tale and more like a ghost story told around a campfire. The rise of a man who turned violence into empire, who built his throne from steel cages and broken bones, and whose shadow still looms over the sport, watching, waiting, as the next fighter steps into the dark.